With these gray clouds above a power plant in quake-stricken Japan, has President Barack Obama's vision of a nuclear future gone up in smoke? The president's portrayed nuclear as key to combating a warming planet and kicking the oil import habit.
And we're going to have to build a new generation of safe, clean nuclear power plants in America.
But the blasts at the Fukushima Daiichi plant have anti-nuclear groups saying this technology's inherently dangerous, and the scramble to contain radiation seems doomed to fail.
I fear that they're going to be unsuccessful and that we are probably approaching meltdown.
The administration sees nuclear alongside windmills and biofuels as alternatives to greenhouse gas-producing coal and oil. And even as Japan fights to contain its nuclear damage, top officials still do.
We must rely on a diverse set of energy sources, including renewables like wind and solar, natural gas, clean coal, and nuclear power.
Meantime, industry officials say if there are lessons to learn from Japan, they'll learn them, just as they learned after the 3 Mile Island accident in 1979. Even though no new plant's been built since that accident, nuclear currently produces 20% of America's electric power, which means lots of people have reactors for neighbors. Is their confidence shaken?
I actually find the steam and everything very tranquil. It's so quiet.
For Obama, the Japan crisis follows another energy disaster setback, the Gulf oil spill that came just 3 weeks after he announced plans for more offshore drilling.
Officials here are closely watching the drama in Japan and monitoring the implications for the safety of U.S. reactors. But for now, the message seems to be nuclear remains in America's energy arsenal.
A father calls out his son Hiroyuki's name in front of the post office where he used to work, but there is no reply. His wife is distraught.
He should be okay. He should be okay. It's been 4 or 5 days now. It was only a short distance from home. We think he's not coming back now. We're starting to lose hope.
All around them, the rubble and chaos of what was Rikunze Takata, a port city home to more than 20,000 people. Now the survivors can only look at lists of the missing and carry out their own mainly futile searches. At another fishing port, Minami Sanriku, houses have been smashed into matchsticks. 10,000 people are unaccounted for here, but Shuji Nikaido and his daughter are determined.
My wife and elder sisters were all safe, as well as my in-laws, so I'm searching for my remaining relatives.
They walk for hours through an unrecognizable landscape of utter devastation, of twisted metal and pancake buildings. Unbelievably, their mission pays off. But for many others, the search continues. This couple has been going from building to building looking for their grandchild, so far in vain. But rescue parties have not given up looking for survivors. In Iwate Prefecture, a team from Osaka approaches a collapsed house, calling out for signs of life. This team says it found an elderly woman alive and well 72 hours after the quake.
We have seen that people don't die so easily. That's why we are doing our best to help people. I hope we will be able to find more and more such places where there may be survivors. We will continue to look for such places.
The homeless survivors now endure cold and cramped conditions in shelters, and the mayor of Minami Sanriku says there's an urgent need for food and water. At least 1.4 million households have gone without water since Friday. Despite the largest mobilization of Japan's military since World War II, the relief operation is going slowly.